You there, boy. Come here and give me a hand.
Yes, sir.
So, where you from?
Canes, sir.
Kings? I've been serving this kingdom for 40 years now, and I've never heard of the place.
That's not surprising, sir. It's way out in the boonies.
Now you mustn't get flustered if you want to be a holy knight apprentice.
I couldn't be a holy knight in a million years.
Then this might be a rough job for a young fella like you.
Who are these?
Holy knights, one and all.
What happened to everyone? I don't understand.
What happened? They were all mercilessly butchered. And in the blink of an eye at that. By just 7 people.
This is a tale of ancient times. An era before the human and non-human worlds were forever divided. When the Holy Knights defended the realm, wielding their magical powers, they were feared and highly respected. But among them, a group emerged that betrayed the kingdom and became mortal enemies to all Holy Knights. They were known throughout the land as the 7 Deadly Sins.
All right, here you go. Thanks for waiting. Drink up.
Got room for more?
Right over here. Hey, you think you can move over a little?
For such a little fella, he's one hard-working waiter.
Oh no, I'm not the waiter, buddy. I'm the owner of this place.
Huh? He's the owner. A young kid like that?
All right, fresh from the oven. It's the meat pie that made the boar hat famous.
It looks great! Let's eat some pie!
You should have known. Our reputation's for having really good booze, but the food, not good.
You might have mentioned that! Are you messing with us, you little punk?
Hold it! This guy's packing a sword.
Well, you guys, looks like we've got a problem. Now let's fix it.
Come on, you call that a mess? Really, what do you need me for?
Wait, that pig, he's talking to us, guys!
That's right, I'm a talking pig. Man, what a bunch of hillbillies.
Huck, we gotta get this floor cleaned.
Ugh, what a pain in the ham. Oh, trash disposal is a tough business. Oh. Next time, there better be some decent-sized scraps around here, all right?
You know, I've got a family recipe for whole roasted hog if any of you guys are interested.
I am so full! Those are the best scraps I've ever had!
I saw it! No kidding. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I swear by all that's holy, it was the wandering rust knight I saw out there.
Yeah, seems like it's been on everyone's mind.
Come on, they're just made-up stories people use to scare their children into behaving. If you don't do what I tell you, then one of the 7 deadly sins will come for you in blood-rusted armor. Ooh, ah!
The 7 deadly sins?
Oh, you mean you never heard of them, a young tavern owner?
Their wanted posters are hanging everywhere, like those over there.
What was it? About 10 years ago? Dozens of holy knights from all across the land were butchered so fast that they didn't even have time to defend themselves. And the 7 deadly sins were the ones who were responsible for it. From what I've been told, the way the Holy Knight's Grand Master was murdered was too gruesome for anybody to even look at.
It said their captain, Meliodas, is the scariest one of them all. They say he's even brought down entire countries before.
None of them have been caught yet, have they?
Nope, not a single one.
Well, I've heard rumors that they've all been dead for years now. Of course they're dead. They have to be. The new Holy Knights would never let them live after what they've done. Yeah, you've got a point there. Even now, with the king sick in bed, you can bet they're still gonna make sure that the kingdom stays safe for all its people.
But those notices that are up on the board get updated every single year. Doesn't that mean those 7 criminals are still out there?
Yeah, well, some spooky night walking around in rusty armor sounds pretty ridiculous to me. Come on.
Guess you're right.
That smells an awful lot like rust to me.
The 7 deadly sins.
Now who are you?
This kid's one of the 7 deadly sins? She's a girl. Definitely.
Let's make sure. That sweet, gentle face. Those buxom curves. This perfume. The firm springiness. Yep, she's a girl.
You already knew that!
Pardon me?
Your heartbeat is just fine.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that. Where am I? Excuse me, but what am I doing here?
Oh yeah, you walked in my bar, then you passed out cold. On the floor.
Your bar?
Yeah, the Boar Hat. It's my tavern.
Hold on, you're the owner?
Is that so weird?
Well, I mean, I just saw that sword on your back, so I naturally assumed.
Oh, this thing? Did I scare you? If all you see is the handle, guess it looks pretty intimidating, doesn't it? Makes our patrons think twice before skipping out on their bill.
It's the customers who pay their hard-earned money to eat your nasty cooking that I really feel sorry for. Huh?
It's a talking piggy, he's so cute!
Hi there, my name's Hawk.
A long time ago, I pestered my father to give me a piggy like this for my birthday!
So, did you like having a pet pig?
Didn't get one.
Hey, you feeling hungry at all? I could throw something together.
Do you have a ham hock?
Watch it, all right? Jeez!
Come and get it!
First you nursed me back to health, now you're feeding me? How can I possibly thank you enough?
Might want to taste that first, before saying thanks.
All right, this looks so good.
What do you think? Awful, isn't it?
Yes.
Knew it was.
But still, it's delicious. More than I can say.
So, what exactly were you doing walking around in that old armor?
I'm on a personal quest to find the 7 deadly sins.
Why would you do that? No one has any idea whether those guys are even still alive or not. And they're serious villains.
Open up! The villagers told us who's in there! We are the Order of the Beard of the Mountain Cat, serving under the Holy Knights from the foot of the mountain. Wandering Rust Knight, member of the 7 deadly sins, come out! And do so peacefully!
What's the matter with everyone today?
Holy Knights.
I don't think they're coming out.
This is kind of strange. When did somebody put a tavern up on top of this hill?
You know, now that you mention it, I don't even remember seeing this place 3 days ago.
On your guard, because we're about to go up against a Holy Knight who answered directly to the King 10 years ago.
Come on, there's nothing to worry about, Alioni. I'm sure he's old by now.
That's right. He's no match for fighters like us, who were trained by Sir Twiggo himself.
How many times have I told you? Don't underestimate them! When the uprising happened in Leonis, dozens of Holy Knights were butchered in an instant!
Yeah, about that.
What is it?
Well, I gotta wonder if things weren't exaggerated a little bit.
And? What are you trying to say?
Well, everybody says that one Holy Knight is as powerful as 100 ordinary soldiers. So dozens of them murdered? Nah.
I saw their bodies with my own eyes!
Everybody, calm down. For now, just stand back, Alioni. I think we can handle one old man. Hey! Get out here!
Yeah? What's up?
Huh? Who are you, little kid?
Well, I'm the owner of this place.
The wandering Rust Knight's here. Send him out.
Better come out.
Who is calling for me? I'm Sir Huck, the Rusty Knight.
So, this pig is one of the 7 deadly sins?
Well, of course it's not.
How about a little respect? I'm the captain of the Order of Scraps Disposal.
There is no such order.
If this pig's what you're after, you can grill him if you want.
Give it a rest, will ya?
You little punk. You've got some nerve making fun of knights like this.
Huh? Alioni, look! A girl ran out the back!
What? We have to inform Sir Twiggle. She must be the wandering Rust Knight. Get her!
Yes, sir! Hold it right there!
Oh, no.
Seize her! I can't let a member of the 7 deadly sins escape. I've got to capture her. If I manage that, then I'll finally be made into an apprentice Holy Knight! What's going on? What's happening?
The pig is attacking!
You're not getting away!
Oh no! Go away, go away! Now you leave me alone! Where's the girl?
There you go! Nothing personal, Mr. Wannabe, but I just earned twice as much food tonight.
I don't know how I can ever thank you for saving me. Not just once, but 2 times.
I'm telling you, lady, feel free to haul off and punch him.
So, why are you looking for the 7 deadly sins anyway?
I want to ask them to help me stop the Holy Knights.
Are you serious? Why in the world would you want to do that? The Holy Knights are the King's men. They're the knights who protect Leonis. Real heroes.
But what if they were behind a plot to start a war in our country?
Oink.
The other day, except for the king himself, the entire royal family was arrested and is being held by the Holy Knights.
Does that mean the king isn't really sick in bed?
That's just a cover story the Holy Knights are using. I don't know what they think they can accomplish by driving the nation to war. But now, they're drafting the people of the kingdom. They're taking men wherever they can get them. They're preparing for war everywhere you look. Soon, their reach will extend all the way out here.
That's not good.
Yeah, tough break, huh?
Wow. You don't have any empathy at all, do ya?
So, how does this tie in with the 7 deadly sins again?
If there's even the slightest hope of preventing the Holy Knights from doing this, I know they're the only ones who can!
Just checking here. You're trying to find those guys even though you know what kind of people they are?
The 7 deadly sins. The most vile order of knights the kingdom ever produced. Made up of 7 vicious, bloodthirsty criminals. Each one branded with the mark of a beast. 10 years ago, when they were suspected of trying to overthrow the kingdom, the Knights of the Realm launched a full-force attack, scattering them to the 4 winds.
Well, if you believe the rumors, they each died a long time ago.
Such amazing people wouldn't possibly let themselves get killed!
But they are criminals, aren't they?
The Holy Knights are the ones causing the suffering of the people right now! Long ago, when I was small, only 5 or 6 years old, my father would tell me stories about them. And that's when I learned they were the most powerful knights.
Give me a break!
Oopsie. I forgot to confirm whether or not they were the people named in the report. Conclusion. 2 individuals of unknown origin dead. What do you think, men? Does that sound about right?
But sir, Alioni is still under the cliff.
Well then, simply put 3 fatalities in the report.
But you can't, Sir Twiggle. That's too far even for you.
How about 7 fatalities instead?
No, you don't need to do that. Forgive us. Look, it's Alioni.
You there! How dare you survive without my say-so? I shall not be revising my death tally conclusion!
Who asked you to anyway?
Hey, are you awake?
Oh, yes.
Okay. When I signal to you, run into the forest. Got it?
All right, I've got it.
Tell me, which one of them would you believe to be a member of the 7 deadly sins? Neither bears any resemblance to the wanted posters. Aha! Fate is smiling upon me today. The crest on that earring you're wearing is from the royal family, which means that you, conclusion, are Princess Elizabet.
Hold on, you're a princess?
Wait, are you really Princess Elizabeth? You're the 3rd princess in the royal family!
A decree has been issued from the capital to determine your whereabouts. The order was to capture you alive and in healthy condition. But if you lost your life in an unfortunate accident...
Go now!
I must not let myself be captured! I can't afford to give up yet!
Conclusion! Accidental death!
Hi there. You alright, Hawk? You seem okay.
Seriously? I'm shaved pork on a skewer! Mom! Oh, Mommy!
Pig? No matter.
Elizabeth? Hey, what are you doing?
There's no escape.
Wait, hang on. You just said you couldn't afford to be caught or to give up.
Maybe if I surrender myself peacefully, he'll agree to take me back with him and your life can be spared. Please, try to get away while you still can.
Think he wants to make sure neither one of us gets out of here alive.
Why? I was so happy when I met you. I set out searching for the 7 deadly sins all alone. It was hard, traveling by myself, and I felt so scared. Walking around in that rusty armor, hoping nobody would recognize me. But there wasn't anyone I could turn to for help. And now, you've shown such kindness to someone that you've never met before. I don't want to see you hurt. That's why I don't want to involve you in my problems anymore. Not when I don't even know your name.
Meliodis, if you really want to know.
I don't believe it. You can't be. How can you? You're just...
Where'd he go?
Alioni,
That boy with the sword on his back!
just take it easy, all right? Sir Twiggo's about to take care of him.
You idiots! We don't dare get him angry at us! The whole kingdom will fall!
Huh?
When he saved me from the cliff, that's when I saw it. He's the real thing, the most dangerous one of them all. The symbol's right there on his shoulder. It's right there.
That symbol on your arm there. Some kind of beast? Wait, that's a dragon!
How is this possible? My technique was flawless. I'm certain my blade struck him. But the one who actually felt the force of the blow, how could it possibly have been me? And what is that in your hand? A broken blade?
Meliodis! Is that actually who you are? Really?
Wait a minute. Now your face is beginning to look familiar. But if that's who you truly are, how can you look exactly the same as you did?
All right, time's up. Figured it out yet?
No, it can't be! And yet, you still dare to exist! Conclusion. This incomprehensible, extraordinary power is that of the legend!
The 7 deadly sins, the sin of wrath, the dragon sin. Meliodis!
鳴りやまぬ愛を叫ぶよ全てを抱いてこ どこにいるんだ光はそこにあるよ譲れない想いはかけて希望の果てを僕は生きるよ夢をつないだ君と始まりをいつか僕らの手で生み出すんだよ優しい君の声もきっと世界を変えられる誰も一人きりじゃ立ち上がれやしないから互いに手を伸ばして限りを超えた明日へ鳴りやまぬ愛を叫ぶよぶつかり合って分かり合うんだ光を作り出すよ諦める想いをかけて希望の果てを僕は生きるよ夢をつないだ君と
Well, Elizabeth, I guess this means you found your first sin, doesn't it? Huh? So listen, as far as the 6 others go, I've got some business to discuss, so I've started looking for them myself. I've been using the tavern as a way to gather information. But if I had a pretty girl to pull in a larger crowd, I'll bet we'd see a lot more info heading our way. How about it? Coming with us?
Yes!
Sir Twiggo, hang in there!
Request reinforcements from the capital. Tell them all this is a matter of utmost importance.
Perfect timing, isn't it, guys?
Hey, Hawk's mom, way to go!
Wait, I'm the one who brought her!
All right then, let's head out for the next town, guys! Come on, Hawk's mom! Up to you now!
Was our meeting the work of chance or providence? And what awaited us? Despair or hope? That was how the adventure began for Sir Meliodus and me, as we started our search for the 7 deadly sins.
The 7 deadly sins. I hope it's a real one this time. I've waited 10 long years for the day I can bring about their destruction.
Open this door! There's no place left for you to run! Your Majesty! No, Your Highness!
Elizabeth, you must flee.
I can't escape alone. You have to come with me, Father.
I will be fine, my child.
Yes, but...
Go before the Holy Knights find you.
Elizabeth, 3rd Princess of Leonis, was driven away from the castle by the Holy Knight's traitorous uprising. To right this injustice, she searched for the legendary rebels, the 7 deadly sins.
What do you think?
It's delicious.
But the princess was being pursued by the Holy Knights, and just as she needed a helping hand, a boy from the tavern came to her rescue. This was no ordinary boy, however. He was the captain of the 7 deadly sins, Dragon Sin Meliodas. This is a tale of ancient times, an era before the human and non-human worlds were forever divided. When the Holy Knights defended the realm, wielding their magical powers, they were feared and highly respected. But among them, a group emerged that betrayed the kingdom and became mortal enemies to all Holy Knights. They were known throughout the land as the 7 deadly sins.
鳴りやまぬ愛を叫ぶよすべてを抱いてここにいるんだ光はそこにあるよ譲れない想いはかけて希望の果てを僕は生きるよ夢をつないだ君と始まりをいつか僕らの手で生み出すんだよ優しい君の声もきっと世界を変えられる誰も一人きりじゃ立ち上がれやしないから互いに手を伸ばして限りを超えた明日へ鳴りやまぬ愛を叫ぶよぶつかり合って分かり合うんだ光を作り出すよ諦めぬ想いはかけて希望の果てを僕は生きるよ夢をつないだ君と
Hey, Elizabeth.
Yes?
Could you come downstairs for a minute?
Of course. This isn't just some dream. It's real. I actually did it. I found Sir Meliodas, one of the legendary 7 deadly sins. I think. So what's this new outfit for?
It's the tavern uniform.
Way to put your pervy thoughts on display there, dude.
While I'm waiting on tables, you want me to keep track of rumors and collect information about the possible whereabouts of the 7 deadly sins, right?
Some intel on the Holy Knights would be okay too. Oh, don't worry. I just need to conduct a size check.
You moron! You're scaring away the one person who can bring people in!
Excuse me, Sir Meliodas. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. The 7 deadly sins. Are you really that wicked? Are you all terrible criminals like the rest of the world says? And if you are, what awful crime did you commit?
My crime, huh? Well...
Seems to me, they just don't understand what kind of person you are. After all, you made the effort to save me even though you had no idea who I was.
The truth is, 10 years ago, I traveled through Leonis stealing every pair of panties I could get my hands on.
You've gotta be kidding!
That's right. Okay, what I actually did was stalk 1,000 pretty girls with perfect boobs and groped them all.
Groping? That's just a joke, right?
It is.
Please stop messing around! Or is the truth, you committed a crime so terrible you can't put it into words?
Maybe.
Be careful! Knock it off!
Hey, we're here! This is our next wellspring of information. Vanya Village. I usually buy all my liquor wherever I can find it, but Vanya's stuff is special. Best water you can find's here in this village. And with the Groot growing down by the river, it's used to brew Vanya ale. It's got fans far and wide.
Well, it used to. Now those famous waters of theirs are bone dry.
Look, those herbs along the bank are dead.
What's going on?
Just look at all the people out here in the square. Think it's some kind of festival?
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Oh, it's the barkeep.
What's this festival for today?
Huh? This look like a damn festival to you? We're trying to pull out a sword some holy knight jabbed in the ground.
He stuck it in the ground? Why'd you do that?
Days ago, a holy knight brought his wrath down upon us. He infused his sword with mana, pierced the ground, and locked away the water under our village.
If we don't do something about this soon, we'll lose our water and our Groot, too!
Then we won't have any more Vanya ale! Damn!
A holy knight? Think it might be that man you defeated the other day?
Who, that Twigo guy with the mustache? No, not a chance. He wasn't a holy knight. Trust me, the real ones are a whole lot worse.
Only a holy knight has the power necessary to draw a sword belonging to another. Breaking the news isn't going to be easy, but I'm afraid this village is done for.
Oh no! Ah, give me a break. What's the deal with all this moaning and groaning?
It's me!
A holy knight's sword stuck in the ground is nothing. If my buddies, the seven deadly sins, were here, that sword'd be gone by now.
Quiet, Mead! And whose fault is it that we're all in this predicament in the first place? Of all the things to say, do you have to mention those criminals too?
Yeah, she's right! We don't need to make the Holy Knight angrier! Do you have a grudge against us or what, kid?
No! Come on! That's not the reason I did it!
We've had it with all your mischief and all your lying!
You're such a jerk! Wow, I hate you guys! Yeah, well guess what? We hate you even more, Mead! Back at you!
Why are they hitting me?
You're nothing but a jerk!
Stop it, all of you!
Sure looks like we picked a lousy time to come down here and hang out.
Deep down inside, he's really an honest, well-meaning boy.
Well, I've definitely done things that sucked less. Tell me, kid, why did they all...
Don't call me that, you're a kid too.
No, I'm really not, actually.
What is this, a tavern?
Yeah, the Boar Hat. It's my place.
Well, I'm hungry.
If you answer my questions, I'll make sure you get some food.
Nope, food first. That looks great! I can't wait to dig into this!
I never claimed it was gonna be any good. So, is it true? All that stuff about you being friends with the seven deadly sins?
Your food gave me amnesia. Wait a minute. Are you drinking Vanya ale? Hey, should a kid your age really be drinking that?
I already told you, I'm not a kid.
Man, it tastes really good, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's the best, sweetest, full-bodied... or so I hear from the adults. Huh?
Oh, you two made it back.
Good to be home.
So, Mead, I hear you're quite the prankster with a bad sense of humor. The chief in your village told me so.
What's it to you? Who do you think you are, my mother?
When I was young, I used to get scolded by my father for pulling pranks.
Yeah, and that means what to me?
I really wanted his attention. He wasn't the father I was born to. And one day, when I was a little girl, I climbed a really tall tree in the garden, hoping to give him a good scare. He turned pale as a ghost and started up the tree to try and save me. This man who had never climbed one in his entire life. And then he fell out of the tree and hurt himself, though luckily it wasn't serious. But still, I remember every minute of it like it was yesterday. If he'd died, I know that I never could have forgiven myself.
I don't do this kind of stuff because I don't feel for them. They're all real good to me.
Why do you?
My mom and dad were always going from place to place. I was even born on the road. But when we stopped here in Vanya a few years ago, there was an epidemic. Then they got sick and died. That's when the people of the village took me in and raised me as one of their very own. And I was so thankful they did, but I wasn't a part of anyone's real family. I got jealous because I knew I'd never get what they had. I started lying and pulling pranks.
Was that why you put the bug in the Holy Knight's drink too? Because you were upset?
No! I did that because the knight treated everyone in the village like they were crap!
Our village is very proud of this year's brew. We truly believe it's our best one yet.
Disgusting. I'd rather drink horse piss than more of this swill.
Oh, no, don't! Please, forgive the boy, sir!
We just care so much about it. Everyone in the village put their heart and soul into making that ale. But he insulted them. Holy knights are no good bastards!
Okay, and what about saying you're good friends with the seven deadly sins?
Well, I lied.
Too bad. Gotta admit, I kinda had my hopes up.
What made you tell a lie like that?
The 7 deadly sins are wanted by the Holy Knights, aren't they? If the Holy Knights are going after them, doesn't that mean the 7 deadly sins are the good guys?
What?
Huh? That's coming from the village!
Mead, wait!
Now listen up, you peasant scum! If you haven't pulled out the Holy Knight's sword by sundown, then we're gonna charge you 10 times the normal product tax!
That's insane! With all the water dried up, we can't even make 1 bottle of ale, much less 10 times that amount!
That's your punishment. Not only did you insult a holy knight, you also claimed to be friends with those known criminals, the 7 deadly sins!
Damn! If Mead hadn't pulled that stunt, this wouldn't have happened!
Mead, no!
The little big mouth. It isn't gonna be any fun at all if he's the only one.
So we're gonna charge 20 times the tax now!
You know you can't pull out that sword!
Stop it, kid! You're only making things worse for us!
All right, that's enough! Chief, who insulted our great skills and wounded our pride as ale makers? Was it Mead? No! Wasn't that boy only expressing the feelings we were all having deep down inside?
Auntie, why? The village chief is right about this. You aren't the one to blame, Mead.
Hey! You people hear what we said? Pour the beer out of your ears! It's 20 times now!
You just leave this to the menfolk.
Okay, Mead.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it!
I won't even move a fraction of an inch!
We're gonna sit here chugging this cheap stuff and enjoy the show!
Come out!
You look so desperate!
What a bunch of morons!
Anyone who doesn't appreciate good quality booze doesn't deserve to drink it. That hit the spot. Sorry, you guys. I don't have any money for that drink. How about this?
Impossible! Only a holy knight could pull that sword out. So, how did he do that?
What's that sound?
I think this is yours.
He's incredible. The power of the 7 deadly sins.
Hey, mister, that was so amazing! Are you really?
Yep. I am the proprietor of a fine drinking establishment. It's true.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, well, isn't there something you need to be doing?
Huh?
Look, Mead, we were wrong. Can you ever forgive us for treating you that way?
But what right do I have to forgive you? It's not like I'm part of the village.
Go on.
Hey, what do you mean go on? After all, I really don't belong here.
Mead.
Mead.
You can lie to yourself all you want, but there's no way you'll be able to fool your own heart.
To Meliodis of the Boar Hat! Cheers!
I'm not really sure if I'm ready. I've never done anything like this before. My heart's pounding.
I think I understand. It's your first time. Could you just say that again, but slower?
What are you doing with her, you pervert?
Tell you what, just focus on your waitressing today. Don't worry about gathering any intel. Stay relaxed out there. That's the most important thing.
I can do that. I will be relaxed. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. You didn't order this? Then who?
I'm over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there'll be no shortage of scraps for me tonight. Ha! You haven't done any hard work a day in your life, have you? Oh, it's totally obvious. You completely suck at this job.
Now that's enough. Don't start mouthing off again. Didn't you learn your lesson today? Children who get too big for their britches get taken out and left in the Forest of White Dreams.
Oh no, not there!
Forest of White Dreams?
It's a place so spooky even holy knights won't travel through it. Oh, Auntie, I promise I'll be good. I'll behave anything but that.
And just why should I believe you?
I promise, I swear.
Don't try putting one over on me. I've got my eye on you.
Only moments ago, we received a report from our soldiers in Vanya village. They say that an unidentified young boy has pulled your sword from the ground, Sir Gilthunder. It must have been some random fluke that allowed him to—
So a fluke let him draw out a sword placed by a holy knight?
No, sir.
Give me the range and heading to this village. Be very exact.
Yes, sir. It's on a direct line with the fort's 4 o'clock. Distance 7.3 miles.
Would you mind terribly if I used your spear?
No, sir. Please do.
Should be about this angle.
Shouldn't you see what's up? We just had a princess run out of here. Aren't you gonna make her feel better?
Gotta go pee.
Man, my boss is a real slacker. Guess I'm the one in charge of bringing home the bacon around here now.
Oh, Sir Meliodis.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be working now, but when I saw Mead and the villagers, it brought up a lot of memories I have of my father.
Is that right?
I just hope he's okay.
Around here, maybe?
I shouldn't do this. It's no time to mope around feeling homesick.
A little more to the left?
But I've seen so many good people oppressed by the Holy Knights. I know that they're suffering. And with a princess like me, their chances don't seem too good.
Well, you found me, didn't you?
Huh?
Come on, if you hadn't been trying everything you could to help your people and then stumbled into my place, they'd have no chance at all.
So you're saying there's something I'm meant to do?
Exactly. And right now, there's something I'm meant to do too.
It's just as I thought. You're alive, aren't you? Meliodas.
So glad we found you! Sir Meliodas, was that spear from the Holy Knight who left his sword in the ground?
Probably so. I think that's our cue to leave here as soon as we can.
But what if Vanya village is attacked again?
I think they'd be in a lot more danger if we were to stay.
It'd be nice if we could find some place to hide out.
Wait a minute.
Oink?
What is it?
Earlier tonight, Mead said he'd do anything not to be taken to the Forest of White Dreams. In fact, he said even holy knights steer clear of the place.
Really? Sounds good to me.
That settles it then. Except that we're not gonna be hiding out. Because we're gonna be doing exactly what we should.
What do you mean by that?
You don't think...
Yep. And I bet one of us is living there. Okay, let's find another sin!
Grandmaster Zaratras! This is horrible. How could this happen to the leader of the Holy Knights?
Father.
Huh? Lord Gilthunder! Please, young master, you mustn't look!
Who did this? Who killed my father?
Sir, it seems he left the village and made his way southwest.
Is that so? The Forest of White Dreams lies in that direction.
Yes, but sir, that place is... Sir Gilthunder!
Meliodis.
On her quest, Princess Elizabeth found dragon sin Meliodas, captain of the 7 deadly sins. Searching for the others, they came to the village of Vanya, famous for its spectacular ale. There, Meliodas saved the people, whose water supply had been cut off by the sword of a holy knight. Then they set out once again to look for the other sins.
You're alive, aren't you, Meliodis?
This is a tale of ancient times, an era before the human and non-human worlds were forever divided. When the Holy Knights defended the realm, wielding their magical powers, they were feared and highly respected. But among them, a group emerged that betrayed the kingdom and became mortal enemies to all Holy Knights. They were known throughout the land as the 7 deadly sins.
鳴りやまぬ愛を叫ぶよすべてを抱いてここにいるんだ光はそこにあるよ譲れない想いをかけて希望の果てを僕は生きるよ夢をつないだ君と優しい君の声もきっと世界を変えられる誰も一人きりじゃ立ち上がれやしないから互いに手を伸ばして限りを超えた明日へ鳴りやまぬ愛を叫ぶよぶつかり合って分かり合うんだ光を作り出すよ諦めぬ想いをかけて希望の果てを僕は生きるよ夢をつないだ君と
Hey, Meliodis, are you sure about this? We've been out here 3 hours now. There's no sign of any animals, much less any humans either.
You're right, Hawk. Sir Meliodis, do you really think we'll be able to find one of the 7 deadly sins here?
Probably.
You mean we came here without any solid evidence? I heard there's a terrifying monster who lurks around here watching and waiting. What is it?
I can feel something grabbing me from behind!
Hey, relax. Just me.
Oh, good. What a relief.
He's such a creeper!
Well, putting that aside for just a minute,
Good, I thought you'd never stop.
I might have a little evidence. Traveling through the Forest of White Dreams on horseback is more difficult than you think. It's so hard to get your bearings that experienced travelers go around it.
This would be the perfect place for someone to hide out. Hold on. Something doesn't feel right. They're gone! I don't understand!
You okay?
Sure, just fine. No, this can't be happening. Alright, just think it through calmly, Elizabeth. I know I had them on when I got up this morning. Did I leave them in the bathroom? No, of course not. I never forget them in there. They're really gone!
Now come on, slowpokes, pick up the pace, would ya?
Coming!
Hey, hold your bacon. Not a lot of fun traveling with a nervous piggy. Whoa.
What do you mean calling me a nervous piggy? Huh? It's a herd! They're all me! Yeah, I know! What's going on?
This is the monster of the forest?
I, for one, find it terrifying.
Meliodis, look, you gotta help me out here! I'm the real one! Whatever, you faker! Hey, zip it, Porky! He's not a nice man.
Hawk!
Elizabeth, help! Please, even my mom would never hit me like that!
Hawk? Who's there?
Boing! I'm so confused!
They're all me? Hi, Sir Meliodis! It's me, you realize that, right? No, here, I'm the real one. Don't trust them, it's really me. You are
Wow, what a bevy of boobers.
Look, this is not the time, man!
Leave this place. Leave. Get out of this forest, human.
Sir Meliodis? Sir Meliodis?
Huh, I really can't tell one from the other.
Sir Meliodis!
Oh my goodness, however can I tell which of you is the real one?
That's me! You can trust me, I'll do whatever you want!
Yes! Starting now, I want you all to do exactly what I tell you to. What do we say?
Oh, of course!
Okay. Right hand up in the air.
Yes, sir!
Left one on your cheek. Now call out my name. And be naughty.
Sir Meliodis, hi!
Now, squeeze your boobs. This is amazing.
Could you just find the real one?
Get out. Leave now. You will never make it out of this forest.
I got it. One last thing. Jump as high as you can.
I'm sorry, I can't do that!
Look at that! They're just hide and seeks. Prankster imps. We thought they were the monster of the forest?
After him.
Right.
Oh yeah. You might need these. Later.
You stole my underwear?
Keep a sharp eye on them, guys. There's probably something they're headed for in that direction.
Wait, look! It's a girl!
Oh, no way! You don't think they're planning to attack her, do ya?
A defenseless little girl like that?
I know, right? She's just a little...
Maybe not.
Lady Diane! Oh, wow! She's big!
Lady Diane! We accidentally let some Holy Night trespassers come in!
Lady Diane!
Wait a minute. Is she the same giant who...
Some Holy Knights got in, huh? Whoa, she's huge!
No, we're not Holy Knights. We came here... He's gone!
Look up there! You're in trouble, Holy Knight. Hold on! You're not gonna eat him, are you?
You let go of Sir Meliodis!
Huh? Sir Meliodis?
Yo, Diane, what's it been, like 10 years?
Captain! Ah! Captain, 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 Captain! I missed you so much!
Captain?
Hang on! A giant chick with pigtails is one of the 7 deadly sins? Diane? man? The serpent sin of envy?
Oh. Captain, you thought of everything, haven't you? You remembered how much I love whole roasted pig!
Huh? Hey, wait! Don't eat me, lady! That's...
How can I eat you without cooking you first?
That's not what I meant! Now get me out of this thing, would ya? I can already feel my mouth roasting!
Well, something's starting to smell pretty good.
Hey! Don't act like you can't see me down here! Do something!
All right, fine. But who's this girl?
Oh, a pleasure to meet you, Lady Deanne. My name's Elizabeth, and, I've asked Sir Meliodus if he'd allow me to travel with him.
So it's just the two of you, then?
Plus a talking pig.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. And we,
You filthy womanizer!
Okay.
Sir Meliodus!
After all this time, I'm finally back with the man I love, but now he's with another woman! You've just broken my heart into 1,000,000 pieces! But still, if you have an explanation, I'm ready to listen.
Honestly, there's not a...
I don't want to hear your excuses! You're nothing but a lying, perverted, philandering little...
Think he's okay?
Wow, she's nuts.
You're a big jerk! You hear me?
So to finally put an end to all the corruption and stop the Holy Knights from rampaging, Elizabeth's trying to get the 7 deadly sins together.
I didn't know about that. Guess I'm always the one who jumps to conclusions, aren't I? Forgive me. And I'm sorry I tried to eat you, Piggy.
Think that makes it all right? You stuffed my belly full of fruit and burned up my backside! Hold on. If you even think about laying a hand on me, then my mama is gonna let you have it!
You positive you're not having that kind of relationship with the captain?
I'm not...
You know, you and I don't have a relationship like that either.
What?
Anyway, I'm just gonna do what I can to help Elizabeth gather the 7 deadly sins. 'Cause I want to find them too.
Well, if you're sure that's the case, then I'll come along with you guys. You'll have the help of the serpent sin of envy, the giant Deanne!
Really? That's great.
Thank you for joining us, Lady Deanne!
But get this straight.
Yes!
The only reason I'm doing this is 'cause the captain's with you.
Oh, thank goodness! Finally, we can live in peace again! For years she's been threatening us, saying she'd make us all pay if we didn't give her shelter!
They could be free now, so beautiful!
What was that? This is strange. I thought there weren't any animals left who live down in this part of the forest.
Smells like it's gonna rain. Wait! Look at that! What's going on?
Thunderclouds.
What's up with this?
Captain?
My body's gone completely numb.
I can't move at all!
And you are...
It would seem we meet at last. You deadly sins. It would seem we meet at last. You deadly sins.
This power.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Holy Knight, aren't you?
Gil Thunder. Gil Thunder, is that you? What are you up to? Why are you doing this?
You know this guy?
Oh, yes. Since I was a little girl. When he was my father's attendant. As an aide to the king and son of the Holy Knight's Grand Master, he was always at the palace. So I kinda grew up with him.
The son of the Grand Master, huh? Hey, wait a minute, are you little Gil?
What? You know him too?
Sure. I even gave him lessons occasionally when I'd find myself at the royal palace. Wow, you've really grown up. Then again, it has been 10 years since I've seen you.
If you have the time to prattle on in this manner, it might be better spent trying to escape those bonds.
Hey, this lightning's familiar.
I know what you mean. When a certain someone blocked up Vanya's water supply and then tried to blow the village away, that was you, wasn't it?
Sir Meliodis, that can't be! You're wrong! Gilthunder wouldn't... No. These can't hold me!
That's useless.
Deanne, just save it. Don't bother.
Captain!
Do you know why the Holy Knights are after the heads of the 7 deadly sins?
Not really.
Half of them are seeking revenge and total eradication of the rebel order that plotted to overthrow the kingdom. The other half want to do glorious battle and vanquish the legendary warriors to prove their own strength.
And which half are you in?
Both of them. No, I want more.
Is that so?
Yes. To avenge the death of my father, Zaratras, Holy Knight's Grand Master. And to show that I am even greater than he, the most powerful Holy Knight ever known. Killing you will prove that.
So you're under the impression that I'm the one who murdered your father, is that it?
Are you saying you're not?
No idea. See, the thing is, I don't actually remember very much from back then.
Captain? Sir Meliodis.
The last thing I remember is all of us being summoned to the old castle out on the edge of town. I was hoping to get in a few drinks to celebrate the founding of the kingdom.
You've never needed an excuse to not come back before.
Guess you're right.
Sounded like the Grand Master has something important to discuss.
Maybe he's gonna give us a special reward for our excellent handling of that business with the Troll Queen.
Well, it's all the same to me. Let's get scolded, then go celebrate.
You expect a dressing down?
Hey, we're here! Grand Master!
That's brutal.
He's a pincushion.
Who would do this?
More importantly, why did they target the leader of the Holy Knights?
You're right. The Grand Master is the linchpin of the kingdom's defense. He's practically a war god. Whoever killed him is a traitor who must be plotting to overthrow Leonis.
And they knew precisely what his loss was gonna mean.
I said something!
Wait, what? We're surrounded by every knight in the kingdom!
There are too many of them up there to count. What are they planning to...
Damn! They've started their attack!
We'll figure it out. But for now, let's split up. We'll meet again later.
Understood.
Those words are the last thing I remember. The rest is blank. And then the next thing I knew, I was lying down in a cellar somewhere. That's when I met Hawk.
I knew it! You really weren't the ones who killed the Grand Master, were you?
That makes no difference to me.
What are you saying?
Rebels and traitors who plotted to overthrow the kingdom. That's all you people are.
Enough! You must stop this! Didn't you hear what he just told you? They aren't the ones who murdered him! Don't you understand?
Elizabeth. The kingdom wants you taken into protective custody, but I haven't the slightest interest in that. Alive or dead, it's all the same. To me, you are no more than a grain of sand on the road that is being traveled. Go away. The Sins and I have unfinished business.
I won't let you hurt these people!
Oh, it's over for me. I feel numb like I've been electrocuted. Oh.
Now that we have dispensed with that interruption.
Are you sure about this? In the old days, you were never able to beat me, remember?
But that was a long time ago. I am now more powerful than any of the 7 deadly sins.
I don't know, maybe you're right. But you could be wrong too.
Then we should find out. First, I'll release your bonds.
Well, I appreciate that, but I got it. Could have escaped whenever we felt like it.
Just know if I felt like it, I could annihilate you instantly.
Kinda doubt that.
I shall use my sword to kill you.
Then right back at you, big guy. Don't interfere. All right, Deanne?
Aw, you get all the fun.
Don't want to risk my defeating you both at once?
Can't you tell when your elder is trying to be nice? Like I said, right back at you. Remember that?
And I told you, you'll be dead. Come on!
Gotta admit, you've really improved over the years.
Yet you still believe that you're superior to me. I can sense it. You're beginning to feel a little fear creeping in.
Am I? Well, you're persistent.
Too slow!
Sir Meliodus.
I can't believe that we've gotten this powerful.
Don't worry. I'll bring the others down with you soon enough.
Captain?
Meliodas, the 7 deadly sins, dragon sin of wrath. Do you have any last words?
The sins. What happened to them? You must have heard something, right? Where have the other ones gone?
Very well. I'll tell you.
Deanne, the serpent sin of envy. Just as she agreed to join them, the Holy Knight Gilthunder appeared in pursuit of Meliodas. After a close battle, it appeared as if Meliodas had fallen at the Holy Knight's hand. However...
Awesome! Little Gil. Bostet Prison and the Necropolis, huh? I'll go check out one or the other.
So that was it. You wished to know your comrade's whereabouts. So you allowed me to strike you down, right?
Why don't we finish this another time, okay?
I think not. This is goodbye.
See ya.
You heard the Captain. Some other time.
Unhand me.
Here's a tip for you, okay? Girls get really annoyed when sniveling little runts try to shock them!
Hey, thanks. Nice throw. Whoa, that brace is ruined.
This is a tale of ancient times, an era before the human and non-human worlds were forever divided. When the Holy Knights defended the realm, wielding their magical powers, they were feared and highly respected. But among them, a group emerged that betrayed the kingdom and became mortal enemies to all Holy Knights. They were known throughout the land as the Seven Deadly Sins.
Hey! You've got a lot of guts kicking me around like I'm some little pink bouncing ball! But it'll be my turn next time!
The two of you weren't hurt, were you?
We're good.
Where'd that swine go anyway?
Wait, aren't you a swine?
Who smells delicious.
Sir Meliodis, you were hurt.
This? Oh, it's no big deal.
What? Look at all this blood.
Hey, would you quit getting all touchy-feely with the captain already? But look, he's got himself a right-hand girl, and that job belongs to me. If he's hurt, I should take care of him. Hey, aren't you guys forgetting something here? I just got my butt kicked!
Over here?
Those are my spare ribs.
Over here.
No, that's my pork shoulder. Quit fooling around!
There. I'll put a cold compress on it later.
Aww, you're the only one who ever worries about me.
Lord, please return the young men from this village who were taken away by the kingdom.
Dear God, I pray you'll punish the Holy Knights for what they've done. Retribution, Lord.
Someone help us!
Oh well.
That hits the spot. So good. That Holy Knight bastard. Next time I see him, I'll make him pay for this. Oh, yeah. So is it true that you actually know that guy?
Yes. Gilthunder was originally assigned to guard my older sister, Margaret. But he felt like a big brother to me, because he watched over us as if he were part of the family. His father was the Grand Master, and even after he'd passed away, Gilthunder continued serving us. So why? It can't be. Was Father arrested by...
What's wrong? Are you okay?
There's no going back to the way things were, is there?
Apparently, Bon, the sin of greed, was thrown behind bars, and King, the sin of sloth, is already dead and buried by now. Think that's true?
Well, I'm not really sure. After all, I'm not interested in any man but you. Still, the important thing is, look at what a sexy babe I am. A lot can happen in 10 years, can't it?
But that's just a drawing. It's made up. All right, I've decided.
Aw, you could have kept writing.
First up, we should go to Baste Prison and grab Bon.
All right, sounds good to me, Captain. What made you want to pick that place first?
It's closer.
You're such a chump.
I don't think you should do this!
Huh?
For now, I think tending to your injuries should be our top priority. In your condition, facing off with another holy knight could mean...
This might make me better.
Could it really?
Of course it can't!
Come on, Elizabeth. Don't worry about me. This is no big deal. A little sleep and I'm good to go. Good night.
Knowing him, I thought for sure he was gonna ask you to help keep him warm in bed.
I'd better go check on him.
If you have to.
Sir Meliodis, pardon me, can you change on your own? Sir Meliodis, are you...
I have news from the palace. There's been a sighting. 2 sins spotted in the Forest of White Dreams. As such, it's believed that they'll come here to free him.
Oh my! The 7 deadly sins are finally coming this way, are they?
The question is, will they come straight here or stop at that nearby town? Either way, we should prepare to welcome them.
Oh, phooey! You make the ickiest moves, Golgius.
Your turn, Frisia.
There's no need to worry at all, Jericho dear. This prison is an experimental fortress built specifically with this upcoming battle in mind. It's not a place that can be taken so easily, even by people like the 7 deadly sins.
Indeed. And besides, we, the Weird Fangs, are here.
Yes. Yes, of course, Sir Ruin.
But still, I have to wonder if they really will come.
True. I have a hard time believing our prisoner's worth so much to them that they'd take on such a huge risk. He hasn't even seen a single moment of sunlight since we captured him 5 years ago, nor has he been granted the freedom to move or utter a word. In fact, he's hardly even eaten. He's being tortured slowly till his last breath.
Their newfound companion notwithstanding, we outnumber them still. It's almost enough to make one feel pity for the legend who was once called the Sin of Greed.
Humming? Where's that coming from?
Hey, is there a...
It's a giant!
That girl's humongous! Oh, wait a minute! I just wanted to find out if you had a doctor somewhere in this town. Captain. See? What did I tell ya?
Please, Hawk and I are more than capable of finding a doctor. Why don't you just...
Look, I'm gonna be the one helping the captain!
But you...
How can you help if they all run for the hills the minute they see ya? Okay, fine. Then you two go look for a doctor.
All right.
Stay put, got it?
It appears that I found them. It's just as you predicted, Golgius.
Will you be going, Frisia?
Yes, I intend to make the first move. Then who knows? I may make the last move as well!
Captain.
This medicinal blend is my own special concoction. I guarantee it'll ease his suffering.
Thank you for seeing him, Dr. Dana.
Based on his injuries, it's a miracle that he's still alive. In addition to the rather deep sword wound, he has burns as if he were struck by lightning. How did a child get these?
It's because of me. Huh? I said that I wanted to stop the Holy Knights. That's what led him to look for the 7 deadly sins. And caused this.
Easy there, Elizabeth.
I'm sorry. Sir Meliodis, I hope you feel better soon.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Maybe we should just stay here until he wakes up. We'll go to Baste prison later.
I'm gonna start heading in that direction right now. Once the captain wakes up, I'm pretty sure he'll want to go there right away and not waste any more time. But I can't let him do that till I know all his wounds have healed.
Dan! Wait! I'll go with you!
I don't want you getting underfoot. I mean, just look at that tiny body and those skinny arms. What could you possibly do to help me? The only things you're good for, Princess, are changing the washcloths you put on the captain's head and being his little nursemaid.
Is that any way to talk to her? Just because she can't throw people around and shake the ground when she walks doesn't mean she's no good! Come on!
I want to do something, anything, to be of some help to Sir Meliodis. He's hurt, and I know it's all my fault. I just cause him trouble, but for my sake he tries to...
Now don't kid yourself! It's not like the captain risked everything for you! He's like that, always was. It's who he is. Trust me, I should know.
Wait, what do you mean?
It was back when I left my hometown and started traveling on my own. I got into some stupid argument with some knights along the way.
You're a monster! And now you must pay!
Yeah, right. Come on, you're the ones who did something wrong drawing your swords on a cute girl.
We don't see any cute girls here, you giant!
Go back home!
As if there's any difference between girls and boys with fiends like you!
Screw you. Pretty big mouths for a wimpy race that's only powerful in large numbers.
All right, we've heard enough!
He's right! Die!
Where did this kid come from?
You attacked us knowing that we're the Order of the Golden Wheat?
You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. A bunch of men ganging up on a girl like this?
You bastard! Do you want those to be your last words? Oh!
Damn you!
You should be safe now. They didn't scare you, did they?
What? That was the first time in my life that anybody ever asked me if I was scared. And he said that to a girl who was so much bigger than he was, too. I can still remember it so clearly. It was something I'd never experienced before. I felt exactly the same size as the boy standing next to me. I know it wasn't true, but for a moment, I let myself believe that. I'll never be as small as you, Princess. Or as dainty. I can't fit in that building, so I can't even tend to the captain's injuries. But there's one thing I can do for him. Fight with everything I have. That's about it.
As for me, I wish that I had the power to fight the Holy Knights. A power to call my own, so I can save my loved ones.
I wish I could be small like you.
Lady Diane. What's that?
It's coming from Baste prison.
You think maybe a storm's coming?
Don't tell me it's that guy again. No, sounds different.
It can't be. Insects?
Even worse. It's a huge swarm of poisonous insects!
Could this be an attack from Bastet prison?
That means the Holy Knight's behind this! Diane, we're gonna leave these guys to you!
Bugs are the one thing I can't stand!
Come on, my darling little scarab beetles. It's time to give them all a taste of your rain capriccio.
Not good. You're gonna wipe out the whole town at this rate.
Sir Meliodus.
Elizabeth, wait!
I'll dissolve her along with the entire town.
I might hate bugs, but if it means helping the captain, I won't let anything get in my way!
Is this Lady Diane's power?
She took out all the bugs at once. Whoa! Now bring it on. I'll squash every last one of those things.
I suppose I should have expected that.
Hey! Teach me how to do that trick of yours! Ah! Now look after the captain! Got it, princess?
All right!
Can you believe this guy's still out cold even after all that racket outside?
Just checking on how our patient's doing.
Better, thanks to you. That medicine of yours seems to have him sleeping well. Quite well.
Yeah, it's almost like he's dead or something.
Hawk, please! Don't say things like that!
In fact, it's quite accurate.
Doctor, you've done well. It appears you were successful in your task.
What the?
Is someone there?
Belladonna, Spanish fly, nightshade, and henbane were all ingredients that I used to create the poison. My condolences, but this boy will never wake up again.
That medicine wasn't meant to treat his injuries?
Even with our great power, we knew it would be impossible to face a member of the 7 deadly sins and emerge unscathed. Besides, the kingdom made it clear we could use any means necessary.
Who are you? Show yourself right now!
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am the Holy Knight Golgius, member of the Weird Fangs.
A Holy Knight?
What the heck? When did he...
Princess Elizabeth, I have come to take you back to the Kingdom of Leonis.
Hey, wanna bet on who'll win?
The Weird Fangs are the 7 deadly sins. They're fighting in town right now.
That's not much of a bet. From what I heard, the Sins are just down to their captain and one other member. They're no match for 4 active duty Holy Knights, so...
Well, that's awesome news. Sounds like it ought to be fun.
No way!
Feels so good to walk around after all this time.
The 7 deadly sins spawn! The Fox Sin!
Damn you! How'd you get out of there?
And why now?
Isn't it obvious? I kicked the door down. And as for why, it's 'cause you were talking about some totally interesting stuff. You said he was alive. Our captain.
What's all this commotion?
Jericho!
Huh?
Bon of the 7 deadly sins. I don't know how you escaped your cell, but return there at once.
How about some respect, kid? I'm not real sure how you were raised, but is that any way to talk to a hero?
I am an apprentice Holy Knight. You dare call me kid? That's pretty disrespectful for a prisoner who's at death's door. Go to Sir Golgius and the others at once. Tell them all. Jericho had to take down the Fox Sin when he escaped and tried to resist.
Right!
Do you think I had you take off too much? Well, it feels pretty good, so I guess I'm okay with it. You've got some real talent there, kid. You could be a barber.
You dodged my sword even with all those injuries?
Injuries? What are you talking about? Oh.
Impossible. Just minutes ago, your limbs were full of holes from steel spikes running through them.
It'd be good if you remember this, kid. There's only one wound on me, and it's this one right here, got it? So you could say that injuries I get from that guy are kind of a special case, I guess.
That hits the spot.
The wounds inflicted on Meliodus by the Holy Knight Gilthunder were much more serious than they thought. Elizabeth devotedly tended to his injuries in the town of Dalmally, where they traveled to rescue a third member of the deadly sins, Bon, the Fox Sin of Greed, who was being held in Baste prison. However, she still remained at odds with Diane, the Serpent Sin of Envy. 4 Holy Knights, the Weird Fangs, prepared to strike. Bon escaped from his prison. And then, as Meliodus lay sleeping...
Who are you? Show yourself right now!
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am the Holy Knight Golgius, member of the Weird Fangs.
Holy Knight?
What the heck? When did he...
Princess Elizabeth, I have come to take you back to the Kingdom of Leonis.
Hey, not so fast! You're gonna have to go to the captain of the Order of Scraps Disposal first!
Oh, no!
Now then. Seems it's become rather pointless for you to keep this sword any longer, so I shall take it with me.
This is a tale of ancient times, an era before the human and non-human worlds were forever divided. When the Holy Knights defended the realm, wielding their magical powers, they were feared and highly respected. But among them, a group emerged that betrayed the kingdom and became mortal enemies to all Holy Knights. They were known throughout the land as the 7 deadly sins.
鳴りやまぬ愛を叫ぶよ全てを抱いてここにいるんだ光はそこにあるよ譲れない想いをかけて希望の果てを僕は生きるよ夢をつないだ君と始まりを
Come on, Captain. What's the big deal? Just show me your sword already.
Why are you so interested in looking at this hunk of junk?
Well, last I checked, you were the captain of the 7 deadly sins. So, why the hell are you walking around with a sword like that? I mean, did you really think I wouldn't be curious about it? Come on, just let me have a little peek. Huh?
Let go, Vaughn.
Hey, you two. You're still up?
Just step away, Vaughn. You don't want to make me angry.
Make you angry? Are you serious? You and me have been hanging together for a lot of years now. And in all that time, I've never seen you get mad once.
I mean it.
That reminds me, I'm also interested in knowing how you ended up getting called the Dragon Sin of Wrath.
Vaughn, just what do you think you're doing to the captain?
If doing this means that I'm gonna get to see what you're like when you're angry, then I want to see it even more. No, I want to steal it. What do you know? Looks like I just saw a hidden side of you. Cool.
Sorry about that, Vaughn, but this sword is...
Stop! What are you doing to Sir Meliodas?
It's mine now. You've no use for it.
Impossible! No one could survive after that much poison!
Too stubborn to die, I see. But you will release this sword.
Even if I die, this sword is the one thing I'll never let go of. It's the only thing I can do. The only way I can ever atone.
Sir Meliodas!
Spout all the nonsense you wish. The princess and your weapon will still be mine.
He got away.
I'm sorry, but is it really you standing there, Sir Meliodas?
It's me. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Porky.
Oh, thank goodness. You're back to your old self again.
Except that he called me Porky for some reason.
Hey, where are we right now?
The town of Dalmely, which is right by Baste prison.
Who was that weirdo?
A holy knight who said his name was Golgius. From the looks of things, it's pretty clear that he's after Elizabeth and that broken sword of yours. That quack over there was working with him, too.
He was?
He hightailed it! Come on!
Wait! Ah! Sir Meliodas' injuries haven't fully healed yet!
Elizabeth, that hurts!
Looks okay now.
It can't be! No way!
What's with you? You're being really aggressive today, you know that?
Huh? I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention!
It's not like I mind you feeling me up. You can touch me all you want.
But that's not what I was doing.
Whatever, just get dressed already.
I narrowly escaped there, so that was Meliodas the Dragon Sin. I chose to make my exit at precisely the right time then. Fascinating indeed.
Gotcha.
Impossible. How did they find me?
My nose can sniff out slop from a mile away, so you better not underestimate it.
Is that honestly true?
Yep. Disgusting, huh?
I'm gonna have you give up the name of the person who ordered you to swipe my sword and the princess. Otherwise, I'll have to beat you black and blue.
Of course, I surrender.
Huh?
To be honest, I'm very much a coward by nature. Combat isn't to my liking, particularly when my adversary is the captain of the 7 deadly sins. I released those blades when I raised my hands. You were able to see me do it?
My eyes can spot panties from a mile away, so you'd better not underestimate them.
You're kidding, right?
Of course.
There you are, Sir Golgius. I've been looking for you.
Hey, it's that quack!
Now, I know I wasn't able to end the boy's life, all right? But I still poisoned him as I was told. A deal's a deal. Please return my daughter as promised.
He's gone.
Whoa, where'd he go?
You need to stay close to me, Elizabeth.
Right. And come to think of it, when that guy first showed up in your room, it was from out of nowhere, too.
No need to shout. I shall reunite you with your daughter.
Thank you, sir. She means everything to me.
Doctor, get away from there!
I shall send her to join you in the afterlife.
He got him bad.
We can't have you ruining the Holy Knight's good name by revealing that we ordered you to poison the boy, now can we?
Elizabeth, wait!
Hey, just forget about that guy!
Dr. Dana, hold on!
It isn't safe here, because we don't know where or when that guy's gonna show up next.
We can't just stand here and watch this man die!
I have you now!
Sir Meliodis!
He vanished again! Is this guy teleporting or what?
Indeed, what a clever pig you are. Despite your strength, it is no match for my powers of teleportation.
Let's get out of here!
Piggy trap, piggy trap, piggy trap, piggy trap, piggy trap, piggy trap! Damn it! He's definitely leaving behind a metallic scent trail! But now I don't have enough time to track it with him attacking us at the same time!
A metallic scent trail?
No matter where you hide, I will always find you.
In here!
What exactly are we doing hiding in this rundown building?
Think it through. Do you want to get the townspeople caught up in this?
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Why don't we just try staying here and see if we can wait him out?
I'm surprised this place is still standing. Man, it's musty. What you doing there?
A little spell to keep him from coming inside.
A little spell, my pork butt. Since when have you been able to use magic?
Well, how do you know I can't?
Is it really safe here, though? We're stuck on the top floor of a cramped dump of a building. There's nowhere to run in here. At least close the door if we're trying to hide.
Doors don't have much effect on someone who teleports. And you never know, he could just pop up between us out of the blue.
Don't say that!
Good guess. Try behind you.
Good guess. Try under you.
Jeez. It's so run down in here, he fell straight to the bottom.
Then that spell earlier.
He cut the floor and set a trap for me.
Your power's invisibility, isn't it? There were gaps in time between when you would vanish and when you would show up again. That was kind of bugging me for a while. Someone who could teleport leaving a scent trail was weird too. In other words, it meant that you must have been moving on foot just like we were. And it also meant you'd be forced to come in through the room's only door. Plus, fighting down here means I don't have to worry about protecting Elizabeth from you. Alright, let's get down to business. Now, will you answer the question I asked you before? Just what was your reason for going after Elizabeth and this sword of mine? And who was the person who ordered you to?
Sir Meliodis!
We were wondering what was going on down here.
Well, what do you know? Guess he ran away.
Well, why's the horse heading this way? All that racket from before must have spooked it. Horses are such scaredy cats.
So that's where he went.
Huh? Ah!
What a fright that was. My superiors gave me quite a mission to carry out.
Looks like that horse is headed to Boss Day Prison.
All right, let's go!
Hey, Elizabeth!
Boss Day Prison isn't that way, you know!
Dr. Dana! Please hold on. Why did this happen?
Why are you crying? I'm truly sorry. I only did this because I wanted to save my daughter. Dear Senate, I just wanted to keep you safe.
This is all my fault.
What are you talking about? It was Golgius who killed him.
If we hadn't come into this town in the first place, Dr. Dana wouldn't be lying here dead, and his daughter never would have been taken by the Holy Knights. It wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, but Elizabeth...
Not to mention, it's my search for the deadly sins that brought me to Sir Meliodis. If not for that, you never would have fought Gilthunder or gotten seriously injured. And then you wouldn't have been in a position to nearly be killed by Golgius.
I know you want to cry right now, I get that. It's just... I also know how much you want to protect the people of this kingdom from the Holy Knights. Is a tear or two all it's gonna take to make you give up on that? I made up my mind to search for the 7 deadly sins with you, and to stop the Holy Knights. Even if you die somewhere along the way, I'll make sure to keep the promise I made to you.
You would do that for
me? We all die someday. But as long as someone keeps a person's wishes alive, they won't die. Once you've decided to follow them, no matter how much you bleed, and even if your tears run dry, you stick to it. That's what a knight stands for.
That was a complete disaster. I didn't expect him to go that far. Well, well, it seems our welcoming committee is ready and waiting.
Well, guess we should head out to Boston.
Do you plan on leaving Elizabeth behind? She hasn't come out since you carried that quack to his clinic.
Hey, don't be stupid. She's definitely better off staying put here in town. Besides, the Holy Knights over there in Boston are after her. Jeez, you really are stupid.
You called me stupid twice! People who call people stupid are stupid!
Well, sorry about that, Porky.
That's twice you called me Porky, you bastard! You're stretching my poor grinds out.
What'd you run out here like that for?
For this. I mended your scabbard for you while you were still asleep. I can't really attest to the quality, though.
You're such a thoughtful girl.
Thanks, it looks like it's holding.
I'm glad. And on that note, let's get going now. I'm not a knight. But I'm gonna keep on fighting too, so I can keep protecting the kingdom and its people. Even if you were to die now, that still wouldn't change things at all.
Don't go killing me off yet, okay?
Sorry!
Elizabeth, how would you handle it if I was the one who died?
Well, honestly, I'd try to move on.
Elizabeth, that was like night and day.
I'm sorry, Hawk.
You can rest easy, Hawk. If you end up dying, we'll make sure that your meat doesn't go to waste. Isn't that right, Elizabeth?
Right! Wait a minute, what about what I want?
Let's get going.
Right! Let's save Sorbonne!
Not him.
Huh?
I think her name was Senate, wasn't it? We've got to make sure that we save the doctor's daughter first.
Sir Meliodis! What about Sorbonne?
As soon as he finds out that we're all headed his way, I think he'll probably bust himself out.
Oh, you really think so?
Are they attacking us?
Deanne? What the heck are you doing way over here?
What are you doing here? You should still be in bed and trying to get a little rest. You know you shouldn't be outdoors like this.
Forget about me for a sec. Are you doing okay?
What are you talking about? I feel fine. After you squashed all the bugs over in Dalmally, you charged full speed ahead to Boston Prison.
Wait, I did? What's wrong, Lady Deanne?
Can't put my finger on it, but something's not adding up. You really sure you're all right, Deanne?
Yeah. My head's just a little fuzzy.
I am the Holy Knight Ruin, member of the Weird Fangs and destroyer of the 7 deadly sins.
There's a Holy Knight here! Captain, you go take care of the princess! Captain? Wait, where did everybody go?
They are all at my mercy.
Give the captain back right now! Ha!
Sir Meliodis! You didn't get hurt, did you?
What the heck made you go berserk out of the blue like that?
Lady Deanne, Sir Meliodis is right in front of you!
What are you spacing out for, mountain woman? I'm gonna tell you here and now, I'm not losing to some holy knight!
Those eyes. She can't see us at all, even if she wanted to.
What are we supposed to do now?
We run, for starters!
I had a feeling you were gonna say that! Crap, there are people around!
Hey! If you don't want to die, you better start running!
You can't hide forever, Holy Knight! And when I find you, I'm gonna twist, tear open, then pulverize your armor right along with you!
Help us, please!
What's going on here? Did something happen to Lady Deanne when she went to Boston Prison?
Well, whatever it was, it really made her nuts. Look after this kid for a sec, okay?
Right. What were the two of you doing all the way out here?
We both work as shepherds in the area, and we were on the way home from the pasture. Please, I don't want anything bad to happen.
Now don't worry, it's gonna be alright. He can fix this.
Where'd you come from?
I am the Holy Knight Ruin, member of the Weird Fangs and destroyer of the 7 deadly sins.
Hey, Tall and Gruesome, you're the one who cast that weird spell on Deanne, aren't you?
You know that is Deanne, right?
Now turn her back to normal!
This is hard to believe, but I think that Meliodis is caught in the same illusion as Deanne right now. Hurry up, it's almost on top of us!
Ruin has really outdone himself this time. I suppose I'd better get to work now, too.
What do we do, Elizabeth?
I'm not sure. If this goes on, they'll die. But how in the world can we stop this?
Jericho!
Find the 7 deadly sins, Bon! The fox sin of greed!
Right away, Jericho. It's just,
Why are you dressed like that?
Never mind that! Now go get me a change of clothes and my suit of armor! What are you waiting for? I said go!
Come on!
Curse him. How could he? Just finish me. Get this over with already.
Know what, Barber? That's a nice looking suit of armor you got on you. But I just don't think it's your style.
Mark my words. I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done, Bon. Understand me?
Man, I knew it'd be too small. I really dug it, too. What's with all the racket around here lately? It's like someone broke out of prison or something.
Where do you think you're going? Bon of the 7 deadly sins.
Hey, what's up, Holy Knight Jude?
I've come to destroy you. Prepare to take your last breath.
So you wanna off me, huh? After all this time?
You're of no further use to us. You've adequately served your purpose as the bait to lure the captain of the 7 deadly sins here. Even at this very moment, 2 of their members, Dragon Sin Meliodis and Serpent Sin Deanne, are being eliminated at the hands of the Weird Fangs. And when I'm finished with you,
That will bring the total to 4 sins who no longer exist to wreak havoc upon this world.
Well, I'm all for your dream coming true, man.
Who was it that captured you 5 years ago and has been torturing you ever since? Surely you haven't forgotten.
Okay, have a nice life.